creating systems. You're not going, it's no get rich overnight. It's no get rich overnight. If you're really trying to get in shape, it's going to take some time. So we're going to focus on 24 weeks right now. I want to give you a 24-week program that's going to point you in all the right direction. We got to track the right metrics, though. There's a few things that we utilize in this program that get us ahead of so many other people within our training. You already see I'm only 1 month in my training. And I ain't been to the gym since we've been on ice. And I've had the last 3 days been enjoying myself, to be quite honest with you, which is never a problem. That's what a lot of people misunderstand. You can still do some of the things you enjoy. It's all about having a structure and a system in play to make sure it's not moving you in the wrong direction, meaning we're not going backwards. We want to be moving forwards. We want progression in our programs or whatever program that we pick. And this is why we focusing on 24 weeks. I want you to get 30 days out of your head. We use the 21-day program to build a mindset and habits to structure us for the future. That's it. We're not overcomplicating this. We're not doing no piggybacking on something that isn't working for us. We're finding a system within a list of things that we can do right now that we're consistent with to build better habits. This is something we don't need to overcomplicate if we're really trying to get in shape. We use basic metrics to move forward within this next 24 days. Like I say, I don't want you to overcomplicate getting in great shape. So I'm actually going to break everything down to you step by step, one by one. So it's going to be 1 + 1 = 2. We're not going to change up the math later. I'm going to ask you the same question. Are you focusing on these things? Are you doing these things? If you're not doing these things, then you're not going to get great results. You're not going to get great results if you're not doing these things. The first thing is eating. The first thing is eating. I had a feeling this is why I messed up on the first word. Because I tried to get his marker a chance and it didn't give you a chance. But the first thing we're going to focus on is eating. Eating is going to be very important. That should be the number one priority. We're going to be inconsistent in how we eat as well. And what I mean by inconsistent is as the season changes, the foods that we have access to are going to change as well. We're not planting the same things in fall and winter that we're planting in spring and summer. A couple things here and there we might still be able to plant. But in reality, the seasons change. The foods change. That's not a problem. You're eating more right now with less activity. I don't really think that's a problem. Because guess what? It's cold outside. You may not want to move as much. It's harder to get to the gym. We had a few days of bad snow. And for those who weren't in the streets like myself, then guess what? You should have been in the house nice and safe. For everybody that experienced this, so we know. You get what I'm saying? But before we went to the actual before the storm actually happened, and we went to the grocery store, a lot of us may not realize we already played ourselves by getting the worst options. And I'm not even going to say the worst options, because some of us may not know that they're as bad as what they are. But the options that we picked aren't really pointing us in the direction of being able to get in great shape. I want to help you build the right fundamentals in order to really achieve the physique that you want. But I want you to understand, we're not going to get this in 21 days. 21 days was to build a mindset, to build better habits, to educate ourselves on what we should and should not be doing. For everybody that's joined the 21-day program, congratulations on these few things. We're better disciplined on knowing what to eat. We've already had our fun. First 21 days, we weren't doing nothing extreme. We wasn't doing no 21-day fast. It was nothing that crazy. It was just starting to go to the gym 3 times a week. Those who started the 21 days when we first talked about this full journey do understand you already moving in the right path. You've already been seeing the changes in your physique. You're more excited about what this month has to offer. But I want you to understand, there's no need to get discouraged. Things happen. We talk about this all the time. Things happen. This is why we went hard for that 21 days. We didn't do fast food. We didn't drink alcohol. We ain't go out. You get where I'm going? We ate in the house. We start building better discipline and better habits to do what? Do meal prep. Have recipes for your meal prep. Have a realistic game plan that you can utilize right now to do what? Still build your physique. That's what the 21 days is for. And I don't want you to get confused and thinking that we're saying that we're trying to get and lose 60 pounds in 21 days. I don't want you to get eluded by that. That's not what our mindsets are when we start the 21-day program. The 21-day program is to build better habits, to educate ourselves, and make the adjustments necessary while we had a little bit of fun. Even though we've made extreme and drastic changes. And we see those extreme and drastic changes in our physiques. Come on now. For those who experience that within the 21 days, do understand we got multiple different lives on right now. So I see 21 days. I see you was in it. Yeah, I see you was in the 21 days. I see you. The results looking good. You don't feel some type of way about not getting what you was complaining about. You don't need pizza 4 days a week. I get it. I get it. It tastes good. You don't need to go out every day. I get it. I get it. You got the budget for it. You don't need to do all of that. You have to understand that a lot of these places that we're generally going to really aren't as healthy as they seem. They're using color schemes and logos to allude that they're healthier than what they are, when the healthiest thing for you is to eat at home. The healthiest thing for you is to have more discipline and have recipes that you can utilize today, right now, and next week to build better habits. We focused on a lot of these things within the 21 days, but I want you to understand this next 24 weeks is going to be a little challenging. It's going to be more challenging than what the 21 days were. Like I said, the 21 days itself was to build better habits, educate ourselves, and be consistent at the things that we're going to do to help us get in great shape. Don't overcomplicate this. Discipline is everything. But sometimes you may need to have somebody hold your hand. There's nothing wrong with that. You may need to be in a group because you ain't got those type of friends around. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You get where I'm going? It's okay for you not to know what you shouldn't be doing. It's okay. This isn't a cookie cut approach. Everybody is being approached to this in so many different ways. But like I said, at the end of the day, I need you to understand one thing. Eating is going to be at the top of the list. Don't overcomplicate this. Eating is going to be at the top of the list. Eating, you're going to consistently have to educate yourself on as time goes on. We've been gardening for 3 years now. This will be our 3rd year gardening. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I've learned so much more about food. More so when I first got educated on being a nutritionist. Come on now. Being hands-on with the dirt and the soil and you having to go through the process to see what you're going to get. It's a whole different experience than going to the grocery store and then looking at it. You start feeling some type of way when you spent all this money and you plant this in the ground and something ain't grow. You questioning when it's going to come. You researching. You citing sources from different things. Now you finding out that it's 5 different varieties of the same thing. Which one do you have now? Oh, this one does better in this type of climate. These are things that we experience from being gardeners. I want y'all to understand when we talk about fitness, you're not just talking to somebody that just exercise. You're talking about somebody who do it all. We grow our own food. We understand the difference between a grocery store and a farmer's market. Some of us don't even understand the basics. We understand the different cuts of the cow. We understand the difference between white meat and dark meat. We understand what's considered processed. We understand the mislabeling of plant-based. I'm going to give you the game. You just got to follow the instructions. You got to stay consistent. And I'm going to keep it 1, 2, 3. I see y'all that's been in the 21-day program. Shout out to y'all for joining the 21 days. And for those who want to jumpstart with the 21 days, to build those better habits. All you got to do is type 21 days like my 21 day people. I see you getting great results. Even myself, I've gotten great results within this last 21 days from using this system, from using this game plan, from educating myself more. Because even as a professional, you have to keep the information around you. And also, as a professional, because I see so many professionals like myself misuse the information as well, or don't even use the information. It happens to the best of us. We all drop the ball every once in a while. You see, I'm more honest about me dropping the ball on the things that I do. But once again, there's small things that we need to focus on if we really want to get in great shape. For all my people that's been getting great results within the 21 days, like I said, this next 24 weeks is going to be a different ball game. It's going to be a completely different ball game. You don't realize how much you've learned and how much your body has adapted to within the first 21 days of this program. Some of us within the 21 days wasn't even working out 21 days before we completed our 21-day program, which is nothing wrong with that. Like I said, things happen. When lifestyle life, and we all know, let's keep it real. When lifestyle life, and we all understand, we all know. But one thing that needs to be understood is we can always make adjustments. It's not the end of the world. Get out your feelings. All we need to do is see what we're doing wrong, hold ourselves accountable, put the right pieces in play, and we can get the goal. And I mean the championship. We can hit the goal. You get where I'm going? If month 1 didn't work out as planned, month 2, let's make those adjustments. We've seen what we need to adjust in within those last 21 days. I want you to understand you can get in great shape. We don't have to overcomplicate this. I'm holding your hand throughout the process. Someone who's been working out pretty much their entire life. But I want you to understand, just because I've been working out for a long time, or you may think it's genetics, doesn't mean that I don't make mistakes like you don't make mistakes. The reason why I understand a lot of the tricks of the trade, because I've been in this industry and worked with thousands of people. I want to get the millions though. I'm going to be honest with you. I want to get the millions though. That's why I give a lot of the game for free. But if you want to take it to the next level, I told you, 21 days is the start. 24 weeks is a whole different game plan. It's a whole different game plan. I recommend starting with the 21 days. The 21 days, you get to ask yourself a lot of questions. Do I really want this? And what most people don't realize, I'm not for everybody. I can't work with everybody. Some people, I'm just not willing to hold your hand that long. But for most people that are ready, that is serious about taking it to the next level, that's a whole different topic. And it doesn't matter if you've been working out for the past 6 months with this mindset, or this your first day walking into the gym. It doesn't matter. I'm not giving you my workouts. We're finding things specifically for you that you need help with. I'm going to guide you to understanding what works best for you. We're going to learn how to document without getting frustrated. I understand you got a lot going on. For those that don't know, I do landscaping, personal training, cold pressed juices, and we do photography and videography work. It's a busy schedule. On top of it being a dad of 3. Come on now. When we talk about busy, I understand. I'm hands-on all my businesses. You get where I'm going? We're not just talking about just doing something to do something, or we got a bunch of free time and we don't feel like doing it. If that's the case, guess what? We just got to develop a certain mindset. We need to put ourselves around a certain type of people that can help bend and mold our mindset into moving and interacting a lot differently. Simple things. We're not going to overcomplicate this. We're not going to beat ourselves up about what we did 10 years ago. Let's focus on right now. We still got time to make drastic adjustments. Come on now. You thought it was over a long time ago. Look where you are right now. And even if you're at the bottom, the only way from here is the top. Slow down. Don't overcomplicate this. I understand when things don't go our way, how frustrated we can get. I understand how when you give it your all and you don't get nothing you thought you was going to get. I get it. I get it. Shit, it happened to us all. If not once, multiple times. But look where you are now. When we put our best foot forward in the working out, eating, doing things that work for us, because everybody is different. That's what people don't understand. Everybody's different. The system and the structure is really the same thing. That's what I want you to have to overcomplicate. You got to do cardio. You got to do resistance training. You got to check in. You got to put your best effort forward. You got to do it for you. The body's going to adapt. Let's be real. The body's smart. You put your body through some stuff you ain't even think you was going to come out on the other end. Let's be real. Whether that be mentally or physically. Do understand working out, getting to the gym, a lot of it is a mental thing anyway. You start to realize as you stay consistent, look at how fast the body responds and adjusts. You were struggling with 3 push-ups. You a month in right now. We completed the 21-day program. You working on your 24-week program now. We've seen the results from the sacrifices we can make. Small adjustments. Just imagine how big of an impact we're going to make on the other end when we're making bigger adjustments. We're more committed. We lost 7 pounds. We feel like we ain't do too much. Shit. The goal, 45. I get it. And guess what? We're going to put our best foot forward this month. It's all about accountability. You got to hold yourself accountable. It starts with holding yourself accountable. When I first went to the gym and I wanted to make my adjustments, it's looking myself in the mirror and say, it's time to make some changes. And being serious about the changes. That's the difference. Act on. We can't keep thinking about it. We keep devising these game plans and we put no foot forward. How far can we really get? We need to walk to the store and get water, but we never took a step out the house. How far did we get? We want to kick our feet up on the couch. Matter of fact, order it. You don't realize how much it's hurting you. It's hurting your pockets. It's hurting your physique. The DoorDash, come on now. The Uber Eats, come on now. You can get up and go. Then you don't even want to pay the person the extra they deserve, which is even more crazy to me. But at the end of the day, you want to do something that's more convenient, but you don't even realize you're not even utilizing that convenience for your convenience. That could have been a point you knocked out the 30-minute workout. You was going to wait 30 minutes to get your food anyway. Your DoorDasher got to the food spot. They got to wait 15 minutes because your order still ain't done. You don't even realize the Dasher is still 20 minutes away from where you need to be. And that's your house. It seemed like it got there fast, but that same time that you waited that 30 minutes, the same time that you was complaining that it should have been at your house 15 minutes ago, was the same time you could have spent on the treadmill that you brought. You don't even realize you brought the treadmill to get in shape. But every time we walk over the treadmill, come over your house, the treadmill in the way. We got to move the shit out the way. Let's make it make sense. Yes, utilize the things that we have to improve upon self. Let's not overcomplicate this. And I want you to understand, things are only going to get more challenging. We thought it was going to be easier after Christmas. Then you realize you got snow at your doorstep. You can't even get outside. Let's make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. At what point is this convenience hurting you? At what point are we going to make the necessary adjustments? From the eating to the workouts. Sometimes I don't like using the word workout because training is a system. You want to train more so than workout. When I think of workout, I think of you just went to the gym and you did anything, which most of us do. Some of us, we might have gotten through and gotten a little bit of results, but once the body adapts, we back to ground zero. What does that lead to? Frustration. You upset now. You mad at the world. You made more sacrifices. You lost 7 pounds the first time. Second month in, you don't even see no weight loss. You confused. I did 7 the first month. I only lost a pound. That don't make sense. You don't realize the body adapts. You don't realize you ate out a little bit more this month than you did the first month. You don't realize you was a little bit more focused on your gym check-ins first month. Now going into the second month, Valentine's Day coming up. Your mom's birthday coming up. Your cousin party coming up. You starting to realize summer creeping up. You starting to realize even though you moving a lot less, you eating a lot more. Let's be real. We were able to break some of these systems within the 21-day program. We're going to build better habits within a 24-week program. You get where I'm going? If you got results and you was in a 21 program, do me a favor, type 21. I'm talking about you actually purchased 21-day program for me. Put 21 in the comments. Ooh, I see a 21. I hope you're ready for the 24. We got 24 weeks to get it right. We got 24 weeks to get it right. You showed up and showed out on the 21. I can't fake. I saw it. I see you posting results. I see you. If you got results from the 21, please put that 21 in. Please put that 21 in. I'm seeing some 21 starting to pop up. Woo! Woo! Imagine what we going to get from the 24 weeks now. Remember, the 21 days was to start building a system, better habits, a better understanding. You don't realize how much you still got to get educated on knowing what's the right or wrong decision. Once you got the right or wrong decision, you pick a hand. You want to do it the right way? You want to do it the wrong way. You get where I'm going? Don't overcomplicate it. The 21 days built the system, the structure, the habits, the mindset, the discipline, the consistency that's needed to make the necessary improvements, the necessary adjustments. I get that it snowed. I get it. Our whole week been thrown off. That's okay. That's not a problem. We tackled the tasks that needed in a 21-day program. But guess what? We're going to move mountains in this 24 weeks. Like I said, for everybody that's been tapping and putting them 21s, for everybody that's been tapping the screen and putting them 21s, you know what time it's on. For those that's trying to figure out what we've been doing within this 21 days, all you got to do is message me. 21 days. For those that have officially completed the 21 days, you moving on to a whole nother task. You building a whole nother mindset. You developing and improving on what? Self, knowing what to do, which means the decisions that you're going to make. We're going to move mountains this next 24 weeks. I want you to get excited because you know and you see the results that you've got from them 21 days. I see my 21 day people. I see my 21 day people. I see you. I see you. For those that's a little confused what to do in the 21 days. 2 things you can do. If you want it for free, go back and look at the videos. I'm giving the game out for free. Titles, captions. All you got to do is read it. Follow instructions. For those that purchase the 21-day program, you got everything in the palm of your hand and you got access to me at all times. I always get my clients to understand one thing. We in this together. If you lose, I lose. I can't throw it back on me. And I can't throw it back on you. We in this together. When you sign up for a program, whether it be 21 days, 24 weeks, we in this together. All hands on deck. If you don't check in, that make me look bad. Something I ain't doing right. Maybe it's flaws in the system. I don't see flaws in the system because I'm using the system. I'm getting results from the system. We go back to the basics. You working out? You eating right? You maximizing your recovery? For those who know the details, you know. But let's get results. Let's stop slowing this process up. We've all been a beginner before. At one point, I walked in the gym and didn't know what I was doing. At some point, I exposed myself to either the people, the coaches, the trainers, the doctors, the physical therapists, the chiropractors, the massage therapists. The list goes on. I exposed myself to these people to understand what to do and what shouldn't be done. And this is coming from the angle as a father, someone who works in labor, someone who doesn't have the time to just work out all day anymore. I'm not 21 anymore. I can't wake up, go to work 4 hours, come home when I feel like it, play the video game all day. We ain't got time like that no more. There's things we should be doing. And there's adjustments that we can all make. For those who know, 21 days. But for those who need to know, lock in with the 21 days. Nah, you got to tap in with me, Fowler. You saying it takes so much longer to work out. Tap in with me with this 21-day program. I think you're ready. I'll get you right with the winner. It's all about knowing what to do and how to loosen up your body. And I always say, too, if you feel like it's taking longer for you to really like warm up, you should also look back at your nutrition. Hydration is going to be key. Not just water, too, when we talk about hydration. Water can be a part of it, but we ain't just talking about hydration. Also, when it comes down to it, you got to think about how sedentary are you in this time frame as well. So warming up is all about knowing what to do. Tap in with me with the 21-day program, Fallon. Let's get busy, bro. Trust me on this one. You will like this, and you already know you hands-on with me. I'm gonna take you to the next level. But the winner, sometimes what you saying, I'm not gonna lie, it can be mindset. Because I can give you a few things that really help you take your warm-up to the next level. One is going to be 90-90s. Throw them 90-90s in there. You already know I'm going to take care of you for real. Throw them 90-90s in there. A sleeper is world's greatest stretch. Go from 90-90s, world's greatest stretch. And then from the world's greatest stretch, do me a favor and go single glute bridges. single leg glute bridges. If you have an inflation ball, you can start off with leg curls and then go into single leg glute bridges. But you're gonna do those single leg glute bridges on the inflation ball. For just to give you context of what I'm talking about with the inflation ball, we talking about this over here. Another cheat code. Well, I told y'all I do a lot of video work. A lot of y'all don't know. I actually do have a production company where, you know, we do weddings, we do different events, just to show you camera for context. But when I'm doing a lot of heavy editing, I don't have like a gaming chair or anything to that nature. I use this. You get what I'm saying? And this right here helps you keep a strong lower back, build stronger core. Only disclaimer that you need to pay attention to is when the air goes out. You're going to notice you're going to seep in a little bit more. So when you see the air go out, that can actually, you know, put more pressure on your lower back. So make sure you got a lot of air in this. So when it get colder, you'll start to notice air come out. So make sure you put some air in it. But just giving you a little bit of gain. But with that said, everybody that's ready to lock in, let's lock in, get loaded. And thank you to everybody that actually tapped in already to the 21-day program. And for those that are in the 21-day program and we moving forward to the 24-week program, we're about to make some huge and drastic changes. You don't realize how this first 21 days really help build and condition your body to really take things to the next level. We don't just jump into things very vigorously. You get what I'm saying? It's about a system in play to really level you forward to what you should be doing next. But I'm going to catch y'all on the next live.